It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Titans and the Commanders on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. Bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting. They're going to be physical. They're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Touchdown, Washington! Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Austin. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
1st down, Howell to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd down throw for Howell. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Titans are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 28-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll start with a give to Robinson, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A little juke. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Howell. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Howell throwing on first down here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. One last shot before the break. Howell. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the LA Rams. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked. as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A handoff, running left, Henry. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 22. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He finds Austin complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Faking the handoff. Howell. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action with Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defense.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Howell, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
2nd and 6. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Howell. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Completes it to Austin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Off-play action. It's Howell. Gets it to Strong. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On second down, Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So now the Titans down by 15. And time, a huge factor. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
They keep the game alive, at least for the... It's a first down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Howell, another throw on second down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Calvin Austin
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalist, not overly...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they